that one of the things that I think is so fantastic about your program too is I think it's enhancing corporate responsibility in the Bahamas, and this is something I'm very big on. I never think problems can be solved by the government alone.
No.
It also really is difficult to solve it as individuals. You need to have this wonderful conjunction where you have individuals who are inspiring public sector, maybe some government policies to shift, to change, and you have private sector involvement. And that's fantastic what you're doing. And I know that you've already mentioned Atlantis, and I know that they're one of your partners, Goodfellow Farms, which again is where we're taping today, and which I absolutely love this place. They're a partner too. Who else are you working with to sort of assist in this endeavor?
Yeah, it's a really great point that you bring up, because part of the mission of Hands for Hunger is to create meaningful relationships amongst all sectors of the community. So the efforts of a single person are always going to be inferior to a group of people. And when you get that synergy going and people are enrolled in a vision, there's so much more that's possible to achieve.
Yeah.
I personally feel like as a country, many of our endeavors thus far have not been communal in that sense. They've been from individual sectors of the community, and they haven't been that effective. Just as a side note, I'm not a psychological expert, but growing up playing competitive tennis, that's a very individual sport. And I was very used to competing all the time and being in this isolation mode. So to be able to be involved in something where you are able to see the efforts of and how much more effective you can be as a group, I find that very fulfilling, and it's enriching, and I want to share with other people. So corporate sponsorships, like you said, in terms of food donations and also funding donations, have been critically important. Food donors right now we have on board, like you said, Atlantis, the Hilton, the Sheraton.
Oh, great! So you've got a lot of the different hotels are all partnering. Fantastic.
Yeah,
okay.
Super value.
Congratulations to all of you. I do. You know, this makes me want to go be one of your customers when I know that you're doing good things.
No, me too. Prime Bahamas, Island Wholesale, Starbucks is a big one.
Okay, great.
I'm blanking here. A number of the downtown eateries.
Are any of the food stores or
Super Values?
Oh, Super Values. Okay, excellent.
The Gourmet Market.
Okay.
Caves Gourmet Market, Goodfellow Farms, obviously, Lucayan Tropical Produce.
Oh, okay, great. Lucayan's helping too. I didn't realize. Okay, great.
Yeah, and I mean, what's interesting about the Bahamas is that the economic landscape in terms of tax returns and that kind of thing for corporations is different than it is in the U.S. and Canada.
Course.
So they don't have that extra incentive in place here. So they're giving, really it's coming from their bottom line. And I think that, like you said, we are experiencing a general shift in terms of corporate responsibility, reaping not just socially feel-good benefits, but also financial ones too.
Yes.
And the government can't do it alone. It has to be a communal effort, and it's, everybody's contribution is helping to make a difference and make the project work. So.
Well, and we are going to take a quick break, but then when we come back, I think we're going to talk a little bit more about this concept of corporate responsibility, and also talking to you as the consumer about how your dollar influences things. So if you think that what these companies are doing is a good thing, this is where you should be taking your dollar, and sort of talking about this consumer power that we as individuals have to get companies to do more of these things to help the whole country. So one of these feel-good cycles, which you guys know I love. So please stay with us. We'll be back after the break for more about Hands for Hunger.